NIT Sikkim as the knowledge partner. This is the second phase of Vigyan Jyoti project. In the first phase, we had the class 11 students, and in the second phase, there is a small change. We have class 11 students as well as class 9 students. Howsoever, in today's meet, we have invited only the class 11 students who are pursuing science in the district of North Sikkim. A total of Pudong Senior Secondary School. We have 17 students from Mangan Senior Secondary School. We have 17 students from EMRS, that is Model Residential School. We have 6 girls from Higayatang, and we have just 4 students from JNV Pudong. It's a moment of happiness for us to have esteemed members from NIT Sikkim here in this group. First of all, I extend my heartfelt welcome to Dr. Ranjan Basak, Dean Academics, NIT Sikkim. Hearty welcome, sir. Sir has been extending a very great help, and when I personally met him in NIT, he assured all the help, and had it not been for this COVID, I think we would have brought our children all the way up to Sikkim to visit the campus at least. I next take the opportunity to welcome Dr. Kuntil Mandal, NIT Sikkim. I also invite Ms. Kumat Tripathi. Welcome, ma'am. Mr. Sumit Kumar. Welcome, sir. And Mr. Sumit Saha, who has been an informal kind of a coordinator because we keep listening with him very often. There is a very, very specific reason to choose NIT, and I would like to briefly read out the sentence which is there in the circular received from the Department of Science and Technology, and this is for the benefit of the children who are here. The science camps may be organized in the campus of Knowledge Partner, which may be prestigious scientific institutions like IITs, NITs, IISers, and National Research Laboratories as residential programs to provide rich experience and generous interaction with the scientists. These camps may be planned during summer or winter for 7 to 10 days duration. The camp may have several activities including subject-oriented lectures, general lectures, and overall scenario of science and engineering, motivational talks, visit to R&D labs, hands-on session, connect with syllabus, guidance for competitive exams, counseling, conducting small projects, interaction come discussion with masters and PhD students, especially girls. So that is precisely the reason why we are formally and informally requesting NIT Sikkim to extend all the possible help for us. Once again, on behalf of JNV North Sikkim, I extend a very hearty welcome to Team NIT and to all the students who have come here online. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. And after the address of our principal, ma'am, I would like to request our chief guest of this occasion, Dr. Ranjan Basak, who is the Dean Academics of NIT Sikkim.
Who has been selected for this program. As you all know, that the second phase of Vigyan Jyoti program was commenced on the occasion of International Day of Women and Girls in Science on February 11, 2021, which will spread the program. We need to see the problem from all angles and give a little push to get the desired result. The new education policy and the science, technology and innovation policy should remove the constraints and make use of the demographic dividend to progress long in short time to help increase number of women in science. Interaction with girls should increase with all sort of role models, especially women achievers. Now, Vigyan Jyoti program, a new initiative to encourage girls to take interest in science and build career, was launched by the Department of Science and Technology to create a level playing field for the meritorious girls to pursue STEM. It had been running successfully in 50 JNVs since December 2019 and has now been expanded to 50 more JNVs for the year 21-22. The program addresses the underrepresentation of women in certain areas of STEM. As a first step, the program has been started at school level for meritorious girls of class 9 to 12 to encourage and empower them to pursue STEM courses in reputed institutions of the country. Now, Vigyan Jyoti activities includes student parent counseling, as the principal ma'am already told, visit to labs and knowledge centers, partners, role models, interactions, science camps, academic support classes, resource material distribution, and tinkering activities. Online academic support to students includes streaming of video classes, study materials, daily practice problems, and doubt clearing classes. So, as a mentor institute, NIT Sikkim is always there to help you students. So, our faculty member will be in touch with your principal ma'am and we will regularly and continuously help you in this regard. There are plans to add more and more districts for the program in the near future, and impact of this program would be visible in 100 districts to encourage girls in STEM. It is very important to provide a conducive environment for girls, and this program is a huge step in the direction to encourage girls taking interest in science. To increase the participation of girls in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics in the country, the center planned to introduce a program called Vigyan Jyoti that aims to reach hundreds districts across the country from 2020 to 2025. The initiative will also fund the education of female students by offering them travel expenses and also a fellowship if they get admission in a top STEM institution of the country, such as IITs, NITs. As a society, we learn about the world and advance our well-being through science and engineering. The United States may be known around the world for its higher education, but compared to many other leading and steadily emerging countries, we lack a strong focus on educating scientists and engineers. One significant reason that we have fallen behind is that we do not encourage our female students to pursue career paths in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. This needs to change, as the lack of women in STEM will continue to plague our country until all students, regardless of gender, have adequate opportunities to explore mathematics and science throughout elementary, middle, and high school. If we want to attract the best and brightest minds into the fields that will move us forward, we must look to all of the population. More women can contribute to our field and we can help make it happen. Now, there are some problems and there are some solutions also. So, how we can help? First, as a country, we stand to gain a lot by exposing young girls to STEM fields and encouraging those who are interested to follow their hearts and minds. Simply focusing attention on one age group cannot cure all societal issues that influence career choices among females. Correcting the negative perceptions that girls develop at a young age can, however, lead them to embrace math and science when they reach high school rather than to avoid those subjects. Administrators and educators must strive to create environments in high school and college math and science programs that are inviting to females if we want to prevent the likelihood of their choosing a different direction. As long as young boys and girls are exposed to science and technology and are equally encouraged to study those disciplines, those with talent and a genuine interest in those fields will be able to develop that interest. Science and technology are and will continue to be important factors in what we are able to accomplish in our lifetime. More and more workshops are sprouting up nowadays that encourage young girls to maintain their interest in STEM fields. In schools and out of school programs are gaining popularity, and in order for that to continue, those of us in STEM fields have to support both local and national efforts to foster girls. Without understanding the opportunities that are available to students of mathematics and science, young women may think they have made a mistake when facing the challenge of completing a STEM major. The good news is that the current program focused on increasing young girls' interest in those fields are tremendous. But without them, there are potential long-term consequences even for girls who select a STEM path in college. Popular national clubs such as Girl Scout of the USA have started to give added attention to introducing girls to STEM. There has been an improved focus on motivating young girls to explore typically male dominated fields. This shows an important shift in thinking. Today, the organization has really stepped up its programs to help ensure that girls succeed in all areas of life. Companies and organizations that offer summer internships provide a chance for the girls and women to learn more about different possibilities in the STEM fields. Many firms also now offer job shadowing programs or career days. Job shadowing allows those interested in a specific field to follow an individual already working in that field for a day or a given amount of time. This lets the observer see typical job duties and activities and get a feel for what that job may entail. The value of mentorship is irreplaceable. Finding a mentor early can do wonder for building confidence and translating it into career satisfaction. The people that are chosen as mentors need to have the capacity and capability to lead young people towards success. A mentor is not only someone who is willing to spend time teaching techniques and processes, but also someone who takes an interest in long-term advancement. Mentoring is one of the most important confidence builders that can be found day to day on the job or in school. Teaming with a mentor is a career strategy that can bring huge benefits, especially to women in unbalanced work environments like engineering. Time and time again, the majority of successful women credit their participation in some sort of mentorship for dramatically helping them reach their career goals. We are an information rich society, and every one of us has access to vast resources. They are available online for any woman interested in the STEM fields. Women can visit the websites of multiple professional organizations such as Society of Women Engineers, Women in Technology, like that. These resources present a tremendous opportunity to learn a great deal about the field, about what it's like to be a woman in a specific STEM profession, about career opportunities, and so on. While it might not be enlightening as face-to-face communication with a professional in the field, it will certainly give women an informed starting point from which they can grow. As women become more prevalent in STEM careers, more and more young girls will begin to recognize the additional career opportunities open to them. With more women in the field, it will become more evident to young girls what they can offer the world. Now, what you say if someone asks you to name Indian scientists, probably APJ Abdul Kalam, C.V. Raman, like that. It would make a rare case if you name at least one of the Indian women in science. The reason behind it is the glaring domination of men in the field of STEM. May it be lack of encouragement and resource provided to women, responsibilities of motherhood, or myths like girls are not good at math. The Indian society has made sure for women to have it harder when it comes to STEM. In spite of this, we witness the success of multiple Indian women in STEM today. Leaving behind everything that pulled them down is STEMists choose science over silence and have become a long way to make the country proud. So we can say it is clearer that ever that women in STEM have great potential to change the world. All that is expected out of the teachers, parents, society as a whole is to urge and motivate girls to grow up to the proud women in science. Now, someone has told that who is the first female editor-in-chief of Springer Nature, she says, we all know that women continue to be underrepresented in STEM, but a key change in that we are now loud and clear that the current lack of diversity needs to change, and we cannot agree more. So again, I am thankful to Principal Ma'am and to all the students. I can say that all the NIT Sikkim faculty members and staff members will help you in every respect. And if when the pandemic situation gets over, so you can visit our campus, you can see the laboratories, you can see the library, you can see talk to our faculty members. So they will help you in this regard. So again, I am thankful to Principal Ma'am for inviting me. So thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I think you forgot to unmute.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, sir, for your blessing words. And now I would like to request Dr. Kuntal Mandal.
Gopal sir, good afternoon. Gopal sir, good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Actually, in our campus there is no network. That's why all the students are with me.
Okay.
And they are listening you.
Okay, sir.
All the students are with me and they are listening you, and they can't join because they don't have their own mobiles.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Kindly continue. They are listening you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So I request to Dr. Kuntal Mandal from NIT Sikkim for motivating the students in this Vigyan Jyoti Phase 2 program. Please, sir.
Good afternoon, all of you. Dear Principal Madam, last time I visited in, I think, on 28th February with Sumit sir and two other colleagues, Sumit from Civil Engineering and Moloy Roy from Electrical Engineering. We stayed there for 2 nights and even many participated in many activities physically, but this time it is not possible, as we all know that, and that's why we are joining here in virtual mode. So as it was conveyed to me by Sumit sir that this Vigyan Jyoti program is an initiative to promote interest in science and technology amongst girl students, sponsored and funded by Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. Last time also I have seen the same situation. There are 50 girls from different parts of, I think, North Sikkim joined the program this time also, but only 4 girls this time from JNV Pudong. That number is not good, that's fine, but okay, what to do. So in this phase, as I have seen that my lecture was scheduled on, I think, 1st May for 1 hour, and for that, based on my previous experience about the interest of the girl student at North Sikkim, I choose the topic application of engineering and technology in medical sciences. So in this talk I am going to focus on, there are actually 4 parts. So in part A I am going to focus on the use of engineering and technology, instrumentations and methods to solve medical problems, such as improving out understanding understanding of physiology and the manufacture of artificial limbs and organs. In part B, I'll focus on detection, measurement and monitoring of physiologic signals such as ECG, EEG, EMG with the help of biosensors, biomedical instrumentation and medical imaging. In part 3, I'll talk about the assistance in the diagnosis and treatment of patients. And in part 4, I'll be talking about the historical development of medical instruments starting from stethoscope to MRI. That means magnetic resonance imaging. So the aspects of and importance of different stream of engineering like computer science, electrical, electronics, mechanical, chemical will be discussed to improve and increase the lifespan of human. And lastly, I'll be talking about the artificial organs which can sustain patients during their long wait for donor organs and sometimes eliminate the need for transplantation of the organs. So thank you very much for inviting me, and I'm looking forward to deliver the talk on my scheduled date. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now, after the addressing of Kuntal sir, now I would like to request Ms. Kumud Tripathi. I think I have been told that she is also from JNB.
Yes,
She is
sir.
pass out of JNB. It's our privilege that you are addressing the JNB students, mostly some students of from JNB and other schools also. So please, Ms. Kumud Tripathi from NIT Sikkim.
Okay, thank you, sir. And good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, students. I am Sumit Tripathi, as sir has already introduced me. So I am an assistant professor of CS department in NIT Sikkim, and my schooling is from JNV Bahrain. Have you heard of this name? I guess it belongs to Lucknow region. So actually, I passed out from this school in 2006. So you can see now it is around 15-year gap means from there. So at my time, like when I was in class 11th, there was no facility like this. No one from other institute or other facilities we were not having at that time to get anything from means what is happening outside. We were only confined to our school and with the facility which is provided inside the institute. So that was like because outside it was like a very competitive environment and we were not at all aware of that. So that was a challenge for us. And just for the to motivate all of you, I just want, as a science student, like I was a math student, like in class 11, I have selected math. So at that time also it was very challenging. If any girl will take math, that is like how any girl can take math because it is like for boys only. So in my 12th exam, I got the highest mark in math, as well as I become the first girl student in science to get the highest mark, and with that I become the topper of the school. So that was the proud moment for all the faculties, all the teachers in my school, because they never thought that any girl can be at that place. So I think that can be an example for all of you, those who are in science and those who are in math. So it is not just the cup of the tea for the boys. It can be for anyone because we all have the brain. We all can utilize it in any way we want. So that's it from my side. And and one more thing I want to mention that at that time we were not having any facilities like internet. We cannot think, we cannot search about any new idea. We cannot look for the future or career in science. Right now you have like this kind of programs as well as you have the internet facilities. You can utilize all this information to improve your career, to get idea what you want to become or what you want to choose, what you want to pursue in your future, right? So with this information, I will take the lecture on information and communication technology because of this pandemic, we all dependent on the internet and this information technology. So I'll try to convey the knowledge about this topic, information and communication technology. So I want to see more faces on that day. So thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Thank you, Kumud. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.
I hope all the students are listening you and they will definitely join your class for getting motivation.
Yeah.
And now our next speaker, Mr. Sumit Kumar, who is from NIT Sikkim. I would like to request sir to please deliver your blessings to us.
Thank you, Gopal sir. Respected Principal Ma'am, our Dean Academic, my colleagues and teachers of JNP, and dear students, a warm good afternoon to all of you. So first of all, I would like to listen you from that. How are you all?
Yeah, fine, sir. What about you, sir?
I'm also good. Thank you. So nowadays we are facing an epidemic, which is you all know that is coronavirus. Okay. So could you please say who is the frontline workers nowadays?
Youth. Doctors.
Yeah, actually doctors, policemen. So majorly we can say the doctors are frontline workers. So how they becomes doctor after class 10th? Which subject they opt to become a doctor? Do you know?
Science.
Exactly, science. So not only doctors in medical. If you go, I don't think that anyone need to visit a hospital. So if anyone visit hospital, there are doctors, but along with these doctors, there are many equipments. Okay, so all that equipments are made by engineers also. So we can say these doctors, these hospitals or these health sectors are run by doctors and engineers as well. So both the sectors, if you become doctor or engineers, so you have to choose science as the main course in your 12th. Okay. So, but there is a problem that if any student wish to become doctor, but he or she have also also interest in civics or history. So what they will do? In the last year that we have introduced, we have a new education policy, that is NEP 2020. So in NEP 2020, there is a provision that if anyone wants to become doctors or engineers, and he or she has also interest in civics, history, and any other subjects other than this science, so he or she can opt that subject also. So there is no worry that if you want to become doctor and you have also interest in civics, so there is no hurdle in this. You can opt both the subject in your 12th class. So and And yesterday or day before yesterday, you have heard that the class 10th board exams is cancelled, and 12th exams is also postponed. So you have a lot of questions in your mind related to this, that what will be the marks and how it will be judged, how you will be promoted in class 11. I think many questions you have in your minds. So all the questions we will discuss in my lecture. So if you have any query regarding this, class 10th exams, board exam, how to prepare NEET and how to prepare this JEE advanced means, what are the dates, how to fill the forms. If you have any questions related to this topic, just keep all the questions, note all your questions. I will be discussing all these topics in my lecture, which is scheduled on 24th April. Okay, so I look forward to see you in that lecture. Okay, so thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And I think the students will definitely join your lecture class. And now all the speakers have given their words of blessing. Now, I would like to...
Actually, Sumit Saha is there.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So I would like to request Dr. Sumit Saha from NIT Sikkim to give the blessings to all our students. Sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. It's my pleasure to associate with this Vigyan Jyoti. So, I introduce Sumit Saha from National Technology and Statistics Chemistry. So, how many of you the chemistry? Anyone, do you like the chemistry?
Yes.
Or you are scared of?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Chemistry.
Yes, sir.
In your life, can you tell me anywhere there is no chemistry is there? Any life is there? If there?
So it's not audible. It's not clear.
Hello?
Yeah.
History. Can you? Hello? Chemistry? Yeah. So, can you tell me that chemistry everywhere?
Sumit sir, you are not audible clearly.
Hello?
Yes, now you are audible.
I am asking that in your life, where is chemistry? Do you?
So we can't hear anything, sir. You are inaudible, sir.
I am not. Oh, my bad.
Now it's better to put off the camera and then talk.
Hello.
Yes.
Better now?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you believe that in your is chemistry? Do you believe that?
Sumit sir, not audible.
Okay. So discuss someone. So thank you, ma'am. Maybe discuss the else. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. It may be due to network issue. That's why the voice is cracking. That's why the sir is not able to interact. So it's okay, sir. We will see you in the next sessions also, because the students would like to request, they would like to visit NIT also, and during this pandemic it is not possible, but when the conditions become normal, definitely our students will visit our knowledge partner NIT Sikkim. And now I would like to share my experiences from this Vigyan Jyoti Part 1, Phase 1, that we have conducted 2 days science camp here, and during those 2 days, our students got many different types of information from different fields. Some our 12th class students also got the physics lecture class from our sir from NIT Sikkim. And during that science camp, all the students were very happy. Actually, they have given us feedback that they are feeling very different, that someone is looking for them to motivate them for the taking science subject as their career. So in Vigyan Jyoti phase 1, most of the students are regularly contacting, they are in my contact, and they are discussing that, sir, when again we will get the science camp at the JNB, and when we will meet our sirs, those who told me about the that spinach different colors, biocolors means biological origin. They all were very happy to know the different knowledge areas, and how they can grow in the field of science, mathematics, engineering. So we also like to visit our knowledge partner, and we will invite you for a lecture at our this JNB. And now this second phase, during our first phase, we have conducted many role model talks from different areas. Our collaboration with the JNB Bangalore Urban, we have got many resourceful person like Dr. Madhavan Nair, and so many scientists from ISRO and Indian Science Institute. So in this phase also, second phase, our students will get benefit from this collaboration from JNB Bangalore Urban. And we also provided the books for our students who have enrolled in this Vigyan Jyoti project. And per month we give the scholarship of ₹1,000 to all the students who are enrolled, and they are in regular contact with this Vigyan Jyoti WhatsApp group. So we are trying our best with the help of our DST and our Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti headquarters, Sri T. Gopalakrishnan sir, and Mr. Beni Joseph, Assistant Commissioner NVS headquarters. All these are putting all their efforts to for our students to join the science field, and they are also telling to interact with the students as you know that in our JNB is also selected as astronomy lab. This year we have got the sanction of astronomy lab, so students can visit our JNB and they can get benefit from this astronomy lab. Means we have digital weather station that can guess the weather of our local area. We have got the telescope through which the students can see the different space objects from this place. So in the phase 2, we also conducted the ex Navodaya Foundation this academic classes also for the selection of students in the IIT-Z, NIT, medical field, and NEET also. So all these efforts are being taken by our government for the promotion of girl students. As we know that very less number of girls are taking science stream in this our area. That's why our JNB is selected as a point, and NIT is selected as our knowledge partner, so that we can give knowledge, we can counsel the students that they can get benefit from this scheme, and they can also get the scholarship for filling their forms in the different fields, and they also get the better books that we provide from through our this Vigyan Jyoti program. So in phase 1, I am fully satisfied. All the students, 39 students actually enrolled in that program. But this time we have enrolled 50 girls from different government schools and in JNB also. And so in the phase 2, our program coordinator is Mr. Hariom sir, PGT Chemistry of our JNB. So I would like to request Hariom sir to give their briefing and to discuss the points for phase 2. Hariom sir.
Thank you, Conde sir. Good afternoon to all the dignitaries. Our Dean sir, Kuntal sir, and Sumit sir. First time I got the opportunity to listen Dean sir and Kumud madam. In the last phase, the first phase, we interacted very well with the NIT team that visited our school. The actual experience is even very warm, and I can recollect our good memories. And I got a special opportunity to discuss with Sumit sir separately, and to it's actually to communicate our views and to have a kind of idea that what kind of bridging NIT can provide to our students so that they can plan a good trajectory from this JNB to the other institution and the NIT as well. So the guests that they are first time interacting here, they can interact for all as a part of NIT. So I am very actually happy to be part of this meet, and I will try to my best to provide the opportunity, textbooks, materials, and all the platforms that can be helpful for them as a student in the field of science and technology for the girls.
Hariom sir, you are not audible. Please go to better network areas, please.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Just a minute.
So, is it clear? Hello.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So, as this
Please mute your mobile. Please mute your mobile.
okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay. So, hello.
Hariom.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
sir.
Yes.
So, actually, as this the coordinator of this BJP2 phase, I will try my best to help the students, to make them aware and to motivate them and to channelize their all the energies so that they can fulfill their goals and their dreams, and they can they can be part of this engineering sector or medical sector, and as well as the part of NIT if they get opportunity. And I hoping that this time not actually only girls but students, boys students will also join the NIT South Sikkim. Thank you, Pandit.
Okay, thank you, sir. So all the girls who have joined this session, they are also requested to attend our activities, because different activities we perform in different durations, and we also organize some quiz that is from government portal like Ganga Quest and Heritage Quiz. Different kinds of quizzes we provide for giving you different knowledge of different fields. So all the students are kindly requested to remain in the group, Vigyan Jyoti group that we have formed, so that we can contact you when we are sending your scholarship or when we are trying to communicate you, to give you directions to attend the quiz, to attend our activities, like from different science day, on the day, science day, or World Environment Day. We will organize different activities, and all the students are requested to participate actively, because without your participation, without your cooperation, we can't achieve our aim for which this Vigyan Jyoti project is launched. So after this great session, I would like to give thanks to all of our guests for joining this inaugural session, and all the students are also thanks for. I would like to give thanks for joining us, and definitely we will give our best for upgrading your knowledge in the field of science. So,
Sir, before we wind up, I would request Mishra sir, principal of EMRS, who is here along with his students, to speak a few words. Mishra sir. Mishra sir, are you able to hear? Principal EMRS?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, I want to know if Mishra sir is there. If he is there, since he is representing 15 students and he is there with the students, whether he would like to share his thoughts on Vigyan Jyoti.
Actually, ma'am, our school is in something outside this network session. So
Okay.
I'm very sorry since Mishra sir is not there. So we are actually very far from our school. So right
Okay.
now we are standing. I think 1 kilometer just away from the school campus, just to
Okay.
listen this, just to attend this session. So right now so we are with 17 students,
Okay.
and this session was very good. And actually we learn more about the session. And I think all of the students, they are very curious and they are very thankful for attending this session. And since this session was very knowledgeable, and we request that we will in further that we are able to attend or join this kind of fruitful session which you hold. Thank you, ma'am.
Right. I think the girl has expressed very clearly the difficulties that North Sikkim really faces with network.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Team girls.
Dean sir, can we come to the conclusion?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
On behalf of NIT Sikkim, I can say one thing, that all our faculty staff members will always be with you and with all the students,
Thank you, sir.
and we will be always with you and all the faculty members and staff members. When the students will visit the campus, if the situation permits, then we will also help you at that time. So thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you to all the team NIT. Thank you to all the Vigyan Jyoti members. Thank you to the coordinators. Thank you to EMRS team. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.